Hello and welcome back to Euro Football Daily, where today we're listing 10 players who have excelled in multiple positions for club and country. 10. Saul. It's strange that modern Spanish football has been shaped by three Argentinians. The first was Bielsa, whose pressing philosophy actually influenced Pep Guardiola. The second is Messi, and the third is Diego Simeone, the architect of the world's best defence and the man moulding some of Spain's brightest young stars. Under Simeone, Saul has turned from an ordinary midfielder into a Swiss Army knife. He makes nearly 5 tackles and interceptions a game. That's more than Sergio Busquets. But his mazy running and physical strength make him a huge danger in the final third as well. And he scored a wonder goal against Bayern Munich to help Atleti reach the 2016 Champions League final, also putting his body on the line with blocks and tackles to preserve the lead. He has even played centre-half for Los Rojiblancos, and the most amazing part is that he's still just 21. 9. Joshua Kimmich. Like Saul, Joshua Kimmich was a defensive midfielder early on in his career, making 50 appearances for RB Leipzig before Pep Guardiola signed him for Bayern in 2015. At just 20 years old, he made 15 league starts in his first season with the Bavarians, mostly appearing as a right back or a centre-half in the back three. Though just 5'9", Kimmich's reading of the game and technical ability allow him to outwit more powerful opponents, and he has taken Germany's right back spot following the international retirement of Philip Lahm. But under wily Italian Carlo Ancelotti, he was moved back into midfield, partnering Thiago and starting 2016 with 4 goals in 4 games. Ridiculous. That sort of form has seen Kimmich's value, according to Transfer Market Least, triple in 6 months. Who knows where he'll be a year from now. 8. Branislav Ivanovic. Ivanovic may look like a big, unsophisticated defender, but the Serb has frequently shown his subtlety and skill at both ends of the field. In the last 6 full seasons, Ivanovic has netted 21 league goals, 4 more than Barcelona maestro Andres Iniesta has managed in the same period. In Chelsea's title-winning campaign of 2014-15, Ivanovic mostly appeared in the right-back berth, but was also used in central defence when necessary. That season he had more shots per game than interceptions, scoring 4 goals and registering 5 assists as he played every league game. A Champions League winner and 2-time English title winner, Ivanovic is starting to slow down at the age of 32, but he remains a tough opponent in both penalty boxes. 7. Emre Can. Perhaps not at the level of international colleague Kimmich just yet, Emre Can tops his fellow German here thanks to the sheer breadth of his skill set. Can, still only 22, joined Liverpool as a midfielder, having come through Bayern Munich's academy. Originally likened to the likes of Michael Ballack and Bastian Schweinsteiger, Can's physique and passing range allowed him to play under a back three when Brendan Rodgers was at Liverpool, though the manager saw Can's future as a controlling midfielder. Under Klopp, that has become plan A again, and Can once more has licence to get forward and do his thing. Blessed with good feet, a burst of speed and an eye for goal, the young German travelled with the national team to Euro 2016 and started the semi-final against France in the absence of the perennially injured Sami Khedira. 6. Raphael Guerreiro. Left-back Raphael Guerreiro joined Borussia Dortmund in 2016, but looked destined for the bench when Schmelzer was named captain during pre-season. The Portuguese couldn't even get in on the left wing, where he had to play for Lorient due to a little-known German called Marco Reus. But Thomas Tuchel's master plan soon became clear. BVB was struggling midfield in the absence of Gundogan, as Sebastian Rode lacked the pace and incisive passing to propel the team forward. Weigl needed a dynamic partner, and the 22-year-old European champion was just the man. After scoring 2 and conceding 2 in the first 2 games of the season, Dortmund netted 17 and let him 1 over the next 3 matches, with Guerreiro bagging 2 and grabbing 2 assists. Not bad for a second-choice left-back. 5. David Alaba. David Alaba is a left-back, but an education in Munich's academy has turned the young Austrian into a versatile and attack-minded player. Under Pep, Alaba played full-back, centre-half, on the wings and in midfield, basically everywhere. And his pace and vicious shot from range are the envy of forwards across Europe. For his country, Alaba is the main man and is often used as a defensive midfielder or even as a number 10. Now 24, he's already racked up nearly 50 caps for his country. I've only had 50 meal deals, and he was the nation's top goal scorer in the qualifying round during the 2014 World Cup. However, at Euro 2016, Alaba looks a little lost in midfield, with Austria too reliant on their superstar for moments of magic. It's terrifying to imagine how good he'll be if he ever lives up to his potential. 4. Yaya Toure. Best known as an explosive centre midfielder, Yaya Toure has played in multiple positions at the very highest level. Though mostly used as an anchorman at Barcelona, the Ivorian was forced to deputise at centre-back in the 2009 Champions League final, with Alves and Abidal both suspended. Alongside Puyol, Toure was magnificent, keeping a clean sheet as Barca won 2-0. And the emergence of Busquets saw him leave for Man City, and here his true range of skills became evident. He played defensive and box-to-box midfield roles and would often push upfield if the citizens needed a goal, occupying the number 10 position and even the second striker position. City won 2 domestic titles, with Toure scoring an incredible 20 goals in the league in 2013-14. That is insane, given that he didn't even take penalties. 3. Alessandro Florenzi. A Rome player since the tender age of 11, Florenzi has featured over 150 times for the Giallorossi, winning the Coppa Italia in 2013. Usually deployed on the right flank, Florenzi's speed and work rate make him equally adept in attack and defence, and as a result he's averaged 42 games a season since turning pro. He has also played on the left wing and in central midfield and in the front three at Roma, and somehow never looks out of place or unsettled. In Italy he's known as the tuttocampista, a complete footballer. And thanks to his goal from the halfway line against Barcelona, the Italian is finally getting the praise he deserves, while cementing his place as the next in line for the Roma captaincy after Totti and De Rossi, of course. 2. John O'Shea. What is a cart horse like John O'Shea doing so high up on this list? Well, the Irishman has never been an exceptional defender or midfielder, and yet made nearly 400 appearances for Alex Ferguson's United in 12 years at Old Trafford. During that time, O'Shea played every single position, and we do mean every one. In 2007, United were 4-0 up away at Tottenham when Edwin van der Sar broke his nose in a collision with Robbie Keane. O'Shea dutifully took up the keeper's jersey, but in injury time, a sloppy back pass put Keane through one-on-one against the makeshift stopper. More confident with his feet than his hands, obviously, O'Shea raced out and executed the perfect slide tackle on his international teammate, earning cheers from Rooney and Giggs on the bench, and he secured a clean sheet. Add that to the time he played on the wing and nutmeg Luis Figo, and you have some career highlight reel. 1. Philip Lahm. Many players can be used in different roles, but how many of them can claim to have been world class in nearly all of them? Bayern Munich captain Lahm is a right back at heart, but broke into the first team on the left as a youth, competing with the likes of Bixent Lizarazu for his place. After 3 years of being left back, Lahm attracted attention from Barcelona and Man United, but elected to stay at Bayern, where he switched to the right before moving into the defensive midfield role under Pep Guardiola. The Spaniard called his skipper the most intelligent player he'd ever worked with, and then won 3 Bundesliga titles, bringing Lahm's total to 8. He has also played across the back line in midfield for Germany and crowned his career by captaining the Mannschaft to World Cup glory in 2014. John O'Shea at number 2, I know guys, but who are your most versatile players? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, check out Most Deadly Playmakers by clicking here. And as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe.